What's up, guys? Sean here from Srkcycles. I'm just gonna wait a couple moments, let people start trickling in. I know it takes a little bit while. While I do that, I'm gonna play with Legos. What's up, guys? I'm just gonna wait a second, play with some Legos, wait till people start trickling in, and then we're gonna dive into it. What's up, man? I don't know what the weather was like wherever you guys were at, but it's going good. Ahmed, I'm probably saying your name right. It's going great, man. Boulevard Rick, what's happening? I'm in Utah. Yeah, we got you representing Utah. One of these days, we should see if we can represent every state. East Texas, Texas forever. I was born in Texas. How's it? It's going good. It's going good. I just wanted to do a little shout out. I was reading the comments, and I don't always read the comments. Virginia, Utah, go Jazz. So I don't always read all the comments, but every once in a while on a video that I'm really excited about, I go and read the comments, like the Ruin video, and I read the comments on the Street Glide video I just made today. And so I'm really impressed with how clean and how, like, you know, like cordial, I guess maybe that's the word, I don't know, civil we keep it. You know, it's not just like people just like dumping mean things, saying hate, just bashing everybody, saying horrible stuff. You know what I mean? I don't know why, but why this channel's any different. But it seems like we keep it under wraps. What are the best roads in Lancaster County? It's kind of, there's not one road, but if you're ballparking, 772 is kind of a fun road. What is that noise? That's my dog. My dog is drinking back there. It's almost 9 o'clock. You know, so I just wanted to say I really appreciate that you guys are super cool on our comments, and I have a lot of fun. I have a lot of fun reading it. I know you guys have a lot of fun watching the videos and commenting. But it's cool. We can go in there and, you know, say our opinions. Not that people are getting like overly offended, because that's dumb. You know what I mean? But people aren't saying things just to piss people off or just to make them feel horrible. And I think that's really cool. The dog needs AA meeting. Nice. Yeah, the run was sweet. I actually we had a National Day of Prayer. What's up, Big Boss? I recognize his thing on his comments. We had a National Day of Prayer meeting today. I took the rune out. It was sweet. We'll make a video. It'll be a real quick, like 5-minute video. More of like a montage with like music and stuff. But you'll see a lot of the cool, some of the cool Lancaster roads. But no, we still have the rune. I don't know if it's up online yet. We're kind of dragging our feet. It's super cool. Northern Alberto. Hello from, what is that? Is that the thing? What is that, a place? What's up, Big Boss? Indian Chieftain Dark Horse. If I get one in, we don't have a Dark Horse. I've never had one. We've only had a handful of Indians. Hello, oh, alright. Oh, cool. Okay, the rune is on the site. Awesome. Alright, real quick. Let's see if we can name. Wife said, is this our motorcycle guy? I am your motorcycle guy. Melbourne, Australia. Head to stage 4 was a dope on it. Heard to stage 4. Yeah. Yeah, it does look pretty cool. It does sound pretty cool. I got no problem with Bell helmets. They make a good helmet. I feel like, you know, they're kind of new to the scene, or they came back to the scene, and I think they dove in with a lot of money, and they make good quality helmet. What kind of Harley? I like a lot of Harleys. I really like a lot of Harleys. I pretty much like almost all the Harleys, actually. My current favorite is I really love the Road Kings, but I mean, I spend a lot of time on pretty much any Harley out there. Thank you. What do you think about new Fat Boy? The new Fat Boy, like 2019. I don't know if I've seen any like huge change in the Fat Boy. I mean, the 2018 Fat Boy I really liked. You mean the Street Bob? I'd love the new Street Bob. Oh, Fat Bob? Yeah. I'm all about it. Yeah, you mean with the LED lights? The Fat Bob? Love it. I think it's awesome. I thought you liked the Honda Rune. I love the Rune. I have a video one from the battle. Check out Harley. I have a video of none from battle. There's the guy. There's the guy. Yeah. I know of Blockhead. I was in his turf a couple months ago when I test drove those Harleys I test drove like 5 of the 2018 lineup when I was in Florida, and that's kind of Blockhead's territory. I tried to get a hold of him to see if he wanted to do a collab video, but he never got back to me. I'm not as cool. I guess I'm not cool enough. None. Okay. Mike Bard, you're saying all the things in like different little things, and I can't spell it all out in one big thread. Is a hard. I like the VTX 800F. I think it's sweet. Coolest motorcycle shop ever. I wouldn't have any issues with flying in and driving. We have a lot of people. We've had a lot of people that fly in and drive their bikes back. Another cool thing about when you fly in and you drive your bikes back is we kind of make a big deal about it. We actually had a guy that flew in from the UK, and we took off we didn't take off, but we kind of spent the whole 2 days with the guy. From the UK, we took him shooting, we took him out to lunch a couple times, we just did a bunch of cool stuff with him. And then a week later, when he called us, I don't tell this to too many people, but let me finish my thing. A week later, he called us that he had catastrophic engine failure of his bike that he sold us, and I sent Caleb out, drove 6 hours one way to pick him up and bring it back. We fixed everything, but Bergman for a student. All right, so if you guys are like leaving comments, make sure when you throw it out there, throw it all in one post. Don't like a couple words here, a couple words here. I just can't pick it up. Fat Boy or Thunderstorm, which would you recommend? I don't know. I would probably like the Fat Bob better. I mean, the Thunderstorm's a great bike. Thunderbird Storm is a great bike. They're very different, I'd say. Yeah, that's a tough one. Wow, are you live? Please recommend any cruiser with good miles per gallon for a student. You know what? Every bike has good miles per gallon. And let's just be honest. We don't get, the smaller the bike is, the better MPGs it's going to get. But I don't really look at MPGs really. I look at HP is what I'm concerned about. It just looked like the Rune had the Goldwing motor, just from a glance. Yeah, the Rune is the Goldwing motor. Just a little more dressed up on the outside. They said minor tweaks on the inside. It's not what you're riding, it's where you're going. Love that saying of yours. I want to get a motorcycle jacket that had. Oh, yeah, we should make a patch for it. That'd be pretty cool. Bergman for a student. How was your day? My day was good. I had a good day. The first time in a long time of me and the guys. Actually, me, Caleb, and Ben have never ridden together, and we spent about 4 hours on the road together this morning. It was super cool. I'm a new rider. Is the Yamaha Striker better bike for me or the Warrior? How new of a rider are you? I'd probably go with the Warrior. They're not really new riders bikes. Is the Slim as big as a Fat Boy or for a big guy? The Slim is actually, if I recall, the Slim is actually the lowest Harley Davidson that Harley Davidson ever made. So I rode the Slim. It was no big deal. I sold a Slim to a guy that's a little taller than me, like 6'4". He was fine, but it does sit low. I forget what question I was asking. And if the giveaway, we gotta work on that. We keep on forgetting. We got the bars in. We gotta put the bars on. Giveaway, we gotta do the bars. Jam the M109, it's a baby. We gotta do the bars and the seat, and we gotta spend some more time on the giveaway. I've got a Rebel ABS. I haven't picked it up yet. I think the Rebel. I've not test driven the Rebel 500, but I think it's a cool looking bike. I think I love what they're doing with it. They're hitting a market that Harley is not doing a good job at hitting. They thought they were going to do it with the street, but they're not. And what everyone complains about Harley Davidson is they're just so expensive. But the thing is, people keep on buying them. So what can they do? You know what I mean? They're not going to change it. People keep on buying them. We did not do the giveaway yet. Hello from Scotland. Getting a Honda Phantom 750 this summer. Can't wait. Like your video on the motorbike. I like the Phantom. Got hit by a car last week. Oh my gosh. While riding my motorcycle, now I have fear of riding motorcycles. What do you recommend? Shall I take No, you know what? Alright, let's talk about this. Dude gets hit on his bike. Now he's got the fear of riding a bike again. It is extremely... I gotta get this ankle better. It's extremely important that you spend some time thinking about what happened and figure out what you did wrong. Now, it is possible that you could have done nothing differently. Nothing, okay? But if that's the case, you know, we will talk about it. But in most cases, you did something. There could have been something you could have done differently. Either looked in a different way, noticed something differently, been more visible, been in a different spot, rode slower, noticed, you know, just something that you could have done to take yourself out of that situation. Now, if you were sitting in a traffic light and a car ran into you because the person was texting and driving, there's nothing you could have done about it. And if that's the situation, then you got to look at it this way. Statistically, it's already happened once. It won't happen again. You know, I've been hit by a deer. A deer ran into me while riding my motorcycle. In my crazy messed up mind, I am deer proof. Statistically, it's very rare for it to happen firstly, on the first part, but it's not going to happen again. So I can't get hit by a deer. I'll ride through a field of deer. It's not going to happen. But it's very important that you know what you did wrong, and then you got to jump back on it. You got to not think about it. I mean, I've wrecked my bike multiple times, and there was a little bit of hesitation, but I made sure that I kind of did some research, and I figured out what actually went wrong. One time I low-sided, and one time I was T-boned, and I've corrected the issues that I made. So I hope that helps. Alright, we got tons of stuff. Alright, so listen, so I'm sorry if I'm missing your stuff. I'm going to go back. I've never ridden a dark horse before. Fortunately, Harley is like Toys R Us, the motorcycle world. They refuse to compete. With 5K, which bike would you recommend to buy? Because I'm in San Antonio to Ephrata, so I'm thinking about buying one. With 5K, you can buy a lot of cool bikes. You can't get much of a Harley flat, but you can get a lot of cool bikes, depending on where you're at. Off the top of my head, you know, Vulcan 900, Yamaha 950. You know what I mean? There's a lot of good, most import bikes you can probably get into that, in that range, you know, used. Is it true Harley's going down the crapper? No, it's not. They're not. What would you say about the best beginner bike, in your opinion, sport bike? Either like all the 300s are good bikes, or the KTM 390. All those are really good bikes. Maybe even better than that would be like an SV 650 or a FZ6 or something like that. FC07. Okay, so here's the scoop. I would buy from you guys if I had money. That's cool. Not worried about it. I've not driven. It depends on what you're looking for. Okay, FC07 versus FC10. I've not driven the FC10. I've got huge expectations for it, but I love the FC07. It had a great power range. I could put wheelies from first to second and third gear, and it was a lot of fun. It was a blast to drive. Part of me is like, how can it be even better? It's just gonna be more power. I would test drive one. I mean, I was perfectly content with an FC07 for what I wanted to do on the street. If your goal is speed, get something faster. You know what I mean? There's tons of faster bikes out there. My goal was fun for the street, and I love the FC07, and it did everything perfectly. I've not ridden the FC10. I've got big expectations for it. I'm sure it's going to be awesome. Downside with Scottish weather is winter is grit. I wish warmer climate like Australia or California, where I would need to worry about salt roads. Yep. One of our Harleys. So my friend's house is about to get hit by a tornado. I said motorcycle helmets and blankets. I did that before. Ooh. Yeah. That's rough, man. We need to pray for your buddy. Dang. Yeah, motorcycle helmets, door frames, get into something, doorways, you know what I mean? I guess get in a basement or something like that. Did Lindsay leave Srkcycles? Yes. Yes, she did. The FC10 and FC7 are massively fast, except in their slower modes. I've never ridden them. I hear they're great. I would love to get one. It's very likely if I get I mean, I've ridden the FJ9. It was a great bike. I loved it. Street Glider Road Glide. I think Street Glides look better, but the Road Glide's easier, more comfortable. You're right. The Street Glide does look better. The Road Glide does handle better. It's all preference. I mean, I can go either way. But the Street Glide does look better. I like the interfering, what you actually see better. Road Glides are good. Sometimes the bigger guys feel way more spaced out on the Road Glide. But either is fine with me. What accessories are most necessary for a rider? A bike. The most important accessory for a rider is a bike, helmet, jacket. That's all you need. On top of that, I really love my Cena. It can be any. I think Cena is one of the better ones. I haven't tried the other ones, but I've got a Cena Bluetooth. I can comm with people. I can answer phone calls. I can have to read my text. So I feel like I'm not completely disconnected. Which if you want to get disconnected from life when you're riding, that's awesome. But I can't. I just can't. I can't be completely disconnected. So it's a good way I can ride and still, talk to people. Have you ever been inside of a... I'm assuming you mean Volvo. Hey, I like that. Okay. I'm assuming... I've had tons of V-Star 1100s. They're good bikes. You just got to keep an eye on the starter clutch. You can get them for real cheap. Don't step up for them. And if you can, honestly, find a newer 950. Alright, hold on. Guys, when people ask where I am, answer them. There's something going on upstairs. I'm back. Alright, what's going on? Yeah, the V-Star was a good bike. Vulcan S, not a Harley Street. Amanda, you're on the wrong video. You're practically a guy anyway. I don't know what's going on here. Is it easy to wheelie? Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's not... You need to get to that point. When it comes to wheelie, kindly answer. Man, that's funny. When it comes to wheelies, yeah, it is easy to wheelie. It takes a little bit of skill, and you got to work up to it. But it's also super cool. 70 is plenty fast for a small bike. Alright, I don't know where we're at with this conversation. I'm going to do a pull-up, bro. Harley needs to improve their beginning bike selection. Yo, no joke, I crush pull-ups. Pull-up master. Why couldn't Ted Cruz be president? He couldn't cut it in the primaries. I like Ted Cruz, though. What's your favorite cruiser? I have a C50. I'm looking for more power and comfort, but keep the budget around 4. I'll tell you what, you got a C90. C90 will be a good stop up. And you can get them pretty cheap. We sold our last C90 for the same amount we were selling the C50 from. Amanda has been reported. What does that mean? ST1300, best bike on the planet. Oh, ST1300 guy. What's the best bike? I can't answer what the best bike is. You know what I mean? Like I can't. One, I love all the bikes. It's like saying like, what's your favorite kid? You know what I mean? Like, every bike. And this is where it's different from kid, but every bike has their own awesome thing that they do. There's no bike that just like it just sucks at everything and has no purpose in life. You know what I mean? I like the M109. Sean has a 206 Kingpin. I don't now. Do you ever do any trade schools? Recommend any? Do you recommend getting into the industry? That's a loaded question. A lot of weird things happening with the motorcycle industry. We had it was a crazy thing. We had a school. We had the local school, YTI, and there's only a handful of motorcycle training schools out there. A local school came to our shop, and I'm sorry if I don't get to all your questions. A local school came to our shop, and to do the tour and just kind of get opinions and ask me about other parts of the industry because we're doing some new things. And they scheduled it like 2 months out. When they show up to me, they're like, "Hey, we got some bad news." And I'm like, "What's happening?" They're like, "We're closing down the school." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" So they're closing down the whole school. That means there's only like 2 motorcycle training schools in the country. So I think there's definitely opportunities, for techs, and for that stuff. But is there that much money in it? I don't think so. If you really love it, but here's what I recommend. Don't get into wrenching on bikes because you like bikes and you think you like wrenching on bikes because it's different. You know what I mean? And I think trade schools do need to come back. And you're kind of cutting people below the knees when you can't get a job as a mechanic with no experience, but you can't go to school to get experience. You know what I mean? I think Harley needs to start making their own schools. Train people how to work on their own bikes. So I think there's a lot of opportunity. There's also an opportunity for some type of online school. So an online trade school where I can go online, I can learn anything I want to about digital stuff, and then I do it here. I do it at my own house. You know what I mean? But why can't I go online and learn how to an actual class to learn how to do countertops or fix AC stuff? So if you had and this is a great idea, if you had an online video series class that can show people how to work on bikes and how to do this. I'm not saying it's as good, but it'd be way cheaper to do, way cheaper to get done, and then you get people from zero to something which they can build off of. Yeah, I don't know nothing about 4.9. I definitely rather ride than wrench. Yeah, and I feel like they trick people. You know what I mean? It's like, and I almost got bought into this. People are like, "You like cars? Go to YTI, go to WildTech." All these schools are gone now. Go to these schools, learn how to work on cars, and you just get to be around cars all the time. And I like cars, but I like them for fun. I worked on them because I had to. And I don't know that many technicians that are just super pumped about working on cars. I know it's been said, but great job with it. I love you actually enjoy riding as much as selling them. Awesome vibe when riding, straight up and honest about the level of knowledge. Yeah, I'm super dumb. I don't know anything. So I'm pretty honest about not knowing anything. What's the best pants for summer touring? Alright, I'll answer that question. I mean, probably you know, when you're touring in the summertime, you're just going to be hot. When you stop, you're going to be hot. When you're moving, you're going to be warm. It's very hard to be protected and not hot. It's actually impossible. It's impossible to be protected and not hot. Even like the mesh pants are still going to be hot. So if you want to be cool and comfortable, hey, wear shorts and a t-shirt like an idiot. If you want to be I try to find that middle ground. I always wear a jacket. I always wear a jacket. I almost always wear gloves, but sometimes I mess up, and there's always people on YouTube, making sure I remember it. Gloves, jacket, and helmet. I might be sweating bullets when it's super hot. I always wear pants, and boots. I might be sweating bullets when it's super hot, but, it's better than, getting destroyed when I'm on the ground if I get wrecked. Sometimes we get Indians. Not very much, though. I use a GoPro mount. My GoPro mount comes from the side and comes up and over, which is just a couple different things. The regular GoPro mount. We use a GoPro Hero 4. You have to kind of, figure. It's got a bunch of stuff. It's kind of like Rector said. You get a bunch of different stuff, and then you just figure out ways to make it work to get to a good angle. If you have to buy more, do it. Would it be easier to convince my wife? Would it be easier to convince my wife if I had a Master Chef armor? What are you convincing your wife of? I may have missed that. Man, I'd love to ride with you guys. Maybe one day. Yeah, that'd be cool. Big boss, that'd be awesome. I might hang around the Rune for a while. I don't know. I do like the Rune. Wish you guys give warranties on bikes you sell. Oh, no, do you guys? We give you can get a warranty. We do have a warranty company that works with us that for a couple bucks extra we can put a warranty on it, like a 3-year warranty. The warranty that we put on it is more of a verbal warranty and nothing written. I don't want to be liable for stuff, but in the same time, if something goes wrong, let me know. The last thing I wanted to do is, my reputation is everything. So the last thing I want to do is, sell you a bike and then 2 days later the engine blows up. Unless it's a sport bike and you were just like, I go find a video of you doing burnouts on it or something. We've been thinking about doing a ride. The Rune is gorgeous. No, I think GoPro chest mounts give you the worst possible angle. Because you're right here, you're changing the way you sit sometimes, and you're too low. You would just see like nothing. I use helmet cam, and I hate top angle because you're like way too high. Side angle, I hate it too because you're off centered, and you only see some helmet. I like chin mount. I think it's the best possible place to put it. Yeah, you didn't quote that from me. Yamaha Roadster Warrior for me. Not really. It's not a beginner bike. I mean, it could be, but it's not a beginner bike. I'm not saying you can't start on it. I'm just saying it's not a good beginner. It's just like there's tons of things that people start on it, but it's not a good beginner bike. You know what I mean? Maybe your beginner bike. Whether you are inexperienced or experienced, everyone should take the Motorcycle Safety Foundation class. You should promote that. Kimosabe. Yeah, I think the class is great. I think the class is a good thing. We've also considered making up our own motorcycle from zero to nothing. From knowing nothing and taking you up to a certain point. Our own little class. It'd be like $99 or something like that. It'd be like 10 hours of information. That'd be kind of cool. Is Donna Wide Glide big? Yeah, you're fine. I'm 6'2". I fit on a Wide Glide. Could you do a video on defensive riding? I can do that. Yeah, I thought about doing that. That's kind of what I was talking about. Well, I guess you want a YouTube video. I could probably do that. Or I should do a video on offensive riding. That'd be kind of fun. I love how you start your videos off at Bible verses. I thought it was awesome seeing that, especially in today's world. I appreciate that. I like it too. Let's roll back and start with words of wisdom. Let me bust it. Well, my words of wisdom are on my phone. I'm trying to see if I got anything else laying around. I'm trying to get some new stuff, some new fresh stuff. I guess not for new or fresh. Do you guys ever plan on making it down to Texas? Love to meet you guys. Yeah, maybe. I have no idea. John 3:16, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whoever believes in him should not perish but have everlasting life. I got that one memorized. I should memorize more. Do you prefer Cena or speakers on your bike? I prefer Cena. Just because it's easier, but I mean, I don't know. Speakers on the bike is pretty cool too. I mean, normally I have Cena because I can always have it. Because I switch bikes all the time. I'm not riding the same bike, so my helmet's always with me. So that's why I like to have the Cena. And also, I can be playing like Taylor Swift or something, and it can be blasting in my head, but no one else knows I'm listening to it. You know what I mean? It's super funny to rope in like big old Harley blasting like the latest like Taylor Swift song or Avril Lavigne. You know, preach. Millennials aren't killing Harley. Used Harleys are. Millennials aren't killing Harley. Used Harley. Explain that. I'd be happy if you want to add more to that. At 5%. What do you think about the new Indians? Hopefully getting on the Indian Roadmaster soon. I like Indians. I haven't run the new one. Yeah, you know, that's something funny, Big Boss. I'm sure it hurts the business, but whatever, I don't care. You know what I mean? Ultimately, I tell you the truth, it's God's business. I could not be here. There's too many things that laid in place and that were out of my control that set up the business. You know, that are clearly God. And you know, if God doesn't want me to succeed in this, it'll fail, and that's fine. We'll do something else. But ultimately, you know, I look back one time, and I realized I'm getting 250,000 views a month. Now I'm getting over 2 million, and I'm like, I could be spreading a lot of work, you know, and that's real important to me. All right. How good a Yamaha 2500 driving along? How good is which Yamaha? Millennials are buying street glides and road glides. I'm surprised. Okay. All right, I'm going to the bottom. I know I missed a bunch of stuff. I'm happy you guys succeeding. Yeah, we're having a lot of fun. We really enjoy it. But like anything, we have to change with the industry, or we have to help the industry change. I think we're kind of doing that. How about the Honda Fury or a beginner bike? You know, it's not a beginner bike. I'm not even sure if the Honda Fury is a good bike. I like the State Line a little better. I know if you like the look of the Honda Fury, get it. I mean, it is a good bike. Not a good beginner bike, though. Wow, I was hearing you got 6K and AA42. Hey, I appreciate that. Yeah, we're growing. If we keep on going at our pace we're at, within a year we'll have 100K. Which, you know what I mean? It's cool that you guys are, you know, I've been here from like the beginning. Cheers from the Ville. I had to. No one is telling anything to the man that was born. No one is telling anything to the man that was born doing this stuff. I'm lost, man. Thought nutter. I'm gonna go back to where last thing you said. Oh, you're just saying crazy stuff. Give me a weapon, some names, and faces. All right, yeah, you're just saying crazy stuff, man. I'm not. Doesn't make any sense. No, I do not like seals. I do not like more than one. Alright, now you're just saying crazy stuff. Millersville, that is. Okay, alright, representing Millersville. Maybe you know Lindsay from Millersville. Ooh, this guy's got a Vulcan 2000. That's a big bike. Honda Rune. Oh, the Rune, man. Not even close. I mean, okay, the Rocket 3 Tour, it's not even close. Maybe with the Roadster, but in terms of smoothness and what I want to drive, the Rune all day long. Like not even close. Acts 8:37 in NIV. Read it. I can't. I don't gotta. Hold up. Let's got a Bible. Guy's just making demands over here. Yeah, we still have the Rocket 3. Alright, what verse was that? Acts 8:37. Acts 8:37. And Philip said, if you believe with all your heart, you may. And he answered and said, I believe that Jesus Christ is Son of God. Right. That is... What version is that? That's NASB. NASB, brother. What else was sad when you saw... I like that. That Vic was cool. We've had some cool victories, we really have. Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Amen. I don't know what my favorite bike is. I like too many bikes. I really... And I haven't ridden all the bikes. But that Rune is super cool. But I have different bikes for different purposes, you know what I mean? If I'm going to do a track, I have a different bike. I'm just going to sit it, you know what I mean? There's different bikes for different purposes. I can't just you can't lock me into one bike, man. Don't do it. Don't do it. What is going on with Amanda and James N? What is this feud? How is this feud happening on this live feed? Each class of bike. All right, I'll go with. I like that Roadliner S though. Does your wife have her own bike? She does not. Here's the deal with my wife. She is often pregnant. You know, we're in that point in our life where we're starting and doing the family thing. So we have 3 kids, 5, 3, and 1. There's no time for her to ride. And she likes being on the back. What is Amanda saying? Dare you to shave your beard. Ooh. She's often pregnant. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm saying. And when she's not pregnant, she's feeding. You know, you're breastfeeding for a long time. And also, you know, she's pretty important. I don't want her dying on a bike, and then I got to raise the kids. First kid, 6'2". NYC soon. The guys are in NYC. We were almost went back to get the limo again. Big Boss just laid out a couple really cool bikes. Who was that? Danelle Jetson. What up? What up, Danelle? You guys have a better following as far as cleaner perspectives because you are upfront and honest that you are Christian. That could be it. That makes a lot of sense. Now someone else is getting grief. I have a old Honda. Very rare. Yep, I've never heard of it. A lot of old bikes I haven't heard of. All right, let's get on a good topic. Let's stop this like random. Saturday hours 9 to 2. How do you clean your beard? I don't. I should do a better job at it. Sometimes I put some soap in it like once a week or twice a month. I should comb it out more. Ben's beard, my beard is way longer than the other, like Ben's or with the other guys. Like down to here, almost twice longer than what it looks like, but it's just all curled up, and I need to comb it more. Thoughts on Ford killing most of their cars? So I'm a car guy, right? Like I'm a motorcycle guy. I'm not like a Harley guy or a Ford guy, but I do lean towards Ford right now. The vehicles that I consider my personal vehicles are all Fords, but there's been times where they've been all Chevys. Um, and I think companies have to do that stuff. Companies have to drop large lines, large models, um, and keep the really successful ones, which frees them up to try more things and to try more new products, and that people will also like and people really love. And I think that makes a lot of sense. There's some situations where like the unions were just choking these companies and saying you cannot shut down this plant because it makes this product, and the product was not selling good. And I'm not trying to get a political thing against the unions, but the products were not selling good, and I'm all about it. The Ford Fusion is successful though. They dropping the Fusion. I didn't know they were dropping the Fusion. No, I don't think the room can wheelie because the back end is too low. What happened to the free offer? I was one of the first persons to text you. Yeah, you didn't get my text info back. Text me back because I contacted everyone that I actually got a text from. So you text me, I sent you a big long text, and I said send me your PayPal information. If I didn't get a PayPal information, then I was never able to move forward with it. But if you were, I'm gonna check out this thing, Big Boss. No, the Fiesta was junk. The Focus was junk. I mean, maybe I think the Fusion's a good looking car. You know what I mean? But who knows? Maybe they're changing something cool. Ford GT is a beast. Considering renting your bikes too. You know what? I did kind of look into the whole bike rental thing. But honestly, I'm just trying to keep my life simple. And I feel like that would really complicate things. I'm a MAR, what is that? Person and test driven a Ford Taurus. I was impressed. I like the Taurus. Ford lost me on the 6.0 Power Stroke. Hey, you know what? Every company makes a bad thing, and actually the 6.0 Power Stroke is not as bad. The biggest issue with the 6.0 Power Stroke was actually the crappy diesel we had back then. Now, with our better diesel, and most people have all done the delete kits on those things, the 6.0 is actually a pretty good engine. Do the head studs and all that stuff. The 6.0 is a pretty good engine. I just picked up a 7.3 van, which I'm a big fan of the 7.3 because it's cheap. It's much cheaper to maintain. Anything like 6.0 and up, it's just very expensive to maintain. I like my 7.3. It gets the job done. It's got a good sound. But it makes very little power compared to what the 6.0 can do. Yeah, see, you got liability, and you got to clean the bike, and it's a totally different business model, and a lot of what I choose, 7.3 is a beast. A lot of how I choose what I'm going to move forward with and kind of focus on is, does it make me work it more? You know what I mean? Does it complicate my life? There's a lot of ways to make money out there, but is it going to just really bum you down and complicate your life and do stuff like that? Anyone here like Subaru? I like the STI. Yo, while you guys are on here, I gotta plug my tank straps. So we actually ordered like the top competitor Rhino straps, and we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this really soon. Their straps were so light, and this is what they sell to transport motorcycles. They were so light duty. Two things I'm gonna do in the next like 2 weeks or at least a month is, one, I'm going to use my 7.3 Power Stroke van, I'm going to use a tank strap, and I'm going to tow my brother's semi-truck. It's a good like 17,000 pounds. I'm going to show how tough these straps are. Two, I'm going to use the competitor strap and show how it's probably going to tear. It's going to be pretty cool. The second thing I want to do is I'm going to rent a truck, or I'm going to get a truck, like an F-250 Rhino straps. I'm going to get an F-250, and I'm going to strap a bike, probably my Road King, to the back of it, using Rhino straps. I'm going to take that thing. I'm going to take the truck off road. I'm gonna really beat it up. I'm gonna put it through its paces. I'm not gonna mess up the truck, but I'm gonna really do things that you shouldn't do with a bike on the back of your truck. And I'm gonna show how tough these straps are, and how good these things are. How do you clean your bikes? That's a great question. That's another thing we're actually looking into. That might be our next product, a motorcycle cleaning kit, and showing you how to like detail your bikes and how to polish them and how to get scratches out and stuff like that. Bagger with rhino straps versus long distance. Yeah, we could do that. Pray for a president. President needs prayer, always. You know what? I don't care what president it is. President always needs prayer. Best roads. I think there's a road called Route 11 or 17. It's a really good route. Go to the forums. I know the roads around here, but I'm not. I just don't have the time to trek out too far. But I've been to some. There are some cool roads around here. Yo, you serious? Yo, okay, listen. Who around here? Anyone around here go off road? Because for the off road thing, I can get the truck that we put the bike in. I don't want to mess up your truck, but if we can have, we need 2 trucks. We need someone following us, like a Jeep or something kind of heavy duty, but someone that takes something off road in case we get stuck. Cause I want to go to Roush Creek, and you need 2 trucks to go. So if someone's around here and they want to get in on that, it'd be super fun, and we can really beat this truck up. So that's on how and who is cleaning your bikes. We just gotta clean them ourselves. I mean, they're normally pretty clean. We have some good motorcycle like spray wax. That's good for cleaning. You know, for the bikes, shines them up, cleans off the chrome and plastic chrome. But then we recently started to getting some. You know, if there's like a little scratch or a scrape. You know, getting into like rubbing compound and polish. We have a pretty cool little thing that goes on our drill. We're just starting to mess with that, but it's pretty cool. We can, you can get some scratches out, go mudding, and then video cleaning bikes. Ooh, that's a good idea. Love your videos and your test review on the V-Star. Help me buy. Cool. Mr. Clean. We do a video for cleaning. Alright, so we're going to a Second Amendment rally in Sarasota tomorrow. Cool. Indian has been killing. I don't know if Indian has been killing it. As far as power on the run or M109. Oh, you know what? That's an interesting thing. I was just thinking about it today. We don't have an M109. I wish we did. We do have a lot of the real big. We've got a Warrior. We have a Raider. We've got the Rune. We've got a Wing. We got a lot of cool we have a V-Rod. We have a lot of cool muscle bikes right now. We don't have an M109. If anyone out there who is somewhat local wants to bring their M109 around, we will do a head-to-head video with these other bikes. I'd be super pumped about it. Are you guys full-time? Yes, we are full-time in Srkcycles. How do you rate the 08 Honda versus other editions? 08 Honda? How is the seat on the Honda Rune? I don't know, 3. Indian Scout. Why does Indian Scout have 10K oil changes and no one else is? But they're probably running synthetic. They're probably, cars are doing that. You know, BMW is you change your oil once a year. They're running synthetic, and they're able to do that. I'll bring my Dyna. Yo, bring your Dyna. I'll run you, and I'll race your Dyna with whatever. That sounds fun. Goldwing or Road Glide. I like the Goldwing. Saw your video earlier today. Playing with the Vespa Automatic. You were playing with the Vespa Automatic. Just one Vespa manual. Yeah, that'd be cool. I like that Vespa. They're fun. I was watching a video of a guy talking about Indian with their paint jobs. Pretty fast. Use tank straps to tie down 2 bikes together and do some burnout. That'd be advertisement. 2 bikes? I don't know if that. I don't know if that's any impressive. You know what I mean? I'm maybe like my brother was telling me to do it with 2 trucks, but I'm like, even then, you're just losing traction. You know what I mean? Like that's maybe it is impressive. I don't know. My brother wanted to do it because he has a dually, and he wanted to put my dually up against my van, and I'm like, dude, you got 4 tires on the ground. I got 2. Goldwing's King, Iowa. I live in Iowa. Where do you buy motorcycle parts aside from a dealer? Uh, Sometimes Revzilla, sometimes Sport Bike Track Gear, sometimes JP Cycles, and sometimes Cycle Gear. Strap on the bike, go muddy. That's what I'm talking about. Tell me that would be a good video. A good, like, if we make it real quick, like maybe 20-second commercial of us just taking this bike on the back of a truck, do crazy stuff, and then make another 10-minute long video about it. How important are the 500-mile services intervals on the HD? I just reached 30 km Ultra. I don't. They're pretty important. I'd probably do them. I'd probably stick with them. The manufacturer says do them. I'd say they're pretty important. Where's the drone? Yeah, we busted. We got that out today. We didn't use it though. We've been so busy. See, the more we have to edit the videos, the longer it takes, and because we don't have our video editor anymore, who is Lindsay, then I got to do it. So I'm just trying to like simplify my life. So normally, like if it's a more epic video, we will bust out the drone. But even for the room, we couldn't bust it out. We just didn't have the time. Favorite beverage? I'm probably go with water and chocolate milk. I'm a big fan of chocolate milk. I crushed that chocolate milk. Why are Hondas more reliable? I don't know. Newer technology? I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not exactly maybe better designed. Maybe designed to be smoother. Maybe they're not trying. They don't need that. They don't need that rumble. It's smoother. I don't know. I guess they had better design, tighter tolerances. Maybe yeah. You like eggs? Yeah, I eat a lot of eggs. I do crush a lot of eggs. I do eat a lot of eggs. I wish I liked them more, but all right. Either let's get to a real good topic, or I'm out. I'm beat. What time is it? It's 9:43. I'm 6'2". 6'2". I don't know. It depends on what it's for. I mean, I do like Harley. I do like Honda. My dirt bike's a Honda. I don't know if I like them better, but I do like them. I do like that room though. Adventure bikes, you get them in sometimes. Actually, yeah, maybe Eric Doyle's coming back. Actually, check this out. Who shares cost to ship to Atlanta? I can get you a good rate though. Normally you guys do. Crappy road or a sunny day, awesome or a rainy day. Okay, I'm gonna end up with this. At what age are you gonna teach your kids to ride? I'm trying to teach my kids soon. My son is 5, and I'm like, I kind of missed the boat. But he picked up riding a bicycle. Like, he's riding a bicycle with no training wheels since he was 3. So I need to get him a little motorcycle. I gotta get him started soon. It's super cool. We are getting another really cool bike. Not as rare as the room, but it's pretty cool. We are getting a Honda African Twin. Would you do a cam upgrade on a perfectly run? I probably wouldn't. And here's why I wouldn't do a cam upgrade. What's your favorite Christian band? I probably wouldn't do a cam upgrade just because, like, I'm not riding a Harley because it's fast. I don't think a Harley's fast. Put $20,000 on a Harley. It's still not that fast. We're getting an African Twin in. Favorite Christian. I'm gonna wrap this up. Favorite Christian band. If you call MXPX a Christian band. I don't get into that band. I don't buy albums. I do listen to a lot of stuff on the radio, Christian music. Lately, and I do like a lot of stuff from Third Day. Although I couldn't name a single album or really a single song. It's not Slipknot. It's not Slipknot. The Aussie band. Alright, guys, I am out of here. Thanks for hanging out. Great. A lot of fun. I'm beat. Close these strawberries up. Your Devos got brothers. Hope to keep them coming. Cool. Have a good one. I will see you guys later. My kids. I got my kids. See, that's what I want to do. I want to get my kid a little monster motor, or moto something. The electric one, just like that one. They look, yeah, that's the exact same bike I'm going to get my son, because it looks super fun and you can drive around wherever you want because it's electric and it's not gonna like piss people off. I gotta get that soon, real soon, because he would love it. All right, guys, I'm out.